to Warriors of the Rainbow Spiritual Guidance YouTube channel. As always, my name is Jason and I will be your guide. Thank you guys for being here. I truly appreciate all the love and support that I get from all of you. For those that are new, welcome to the tribe. I really would love if you guys could do me a huge favor. If you could please hit that like button. It shows me that you support the channel. It helps the channel grow and helps my messages reach the collective. I want to get my name out there, right? I want to get these messages out there. It's going to happen, but I've just been noticing that, again, out of 50 views, I'll get, 10 to 20 likes, right? And the likes are what work the algorithm to get the messages out there, to create flow through into my channel, right? So also comments, you guys. I'd love to hear from you guys. So comment, let me know how the messages are resonating. It helps me see how accurate I am, and it builds my confidence. So you know what I mean? If you guys could do that for me, thank you. If the messages resonate with you and you like my energy, I invite you to subscribe to the channel as well. This way, it opens up that line of communication. When you are a subscriber and a follower of my channels, whether here on TikTok or in the Facebook group, which all those links are in the description box, it is opening up that energy. So that is automatically going to allow me to tap into your field. And anyone who's been on this journey with me probably has noticed that, okay? So I invite you to do so. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel and help me get more decks, I've spent like $1,000 on decks. No lie, you guys. And there's more decks I want to get. There's other like hermetic decks and things that I want to get, and I need help getting them. The messages will be, better, not better, but the cards will benefit your messages. The more wisdom that we have, the more I'll be able to tap in, because the more we expand our consciousness, the more we're able to see. So if you guys want to do that and help me, in the description box, there is options to do so. Lastly, if you like to purchase a private reading with Spirit and I am doing for the rest of this month $30 readings, half-hour readings, essentially like this reading, for $30. If that's something that interests you, go ahead, email me. It's in the description box. I'd love to get to know you guys better as well. If you are new to tarot, it is important to remember that energy can be reversed, and these are collective readings. So take what resonates. It may not all apply to you today, but it could tomorrow. Okay, it could be something you went through, are going through, or are going to go through in the future. All right, just let it sit. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Okay? But let's go on to the channel messages, you guys. Thank you. I really do appreciate you guys. Those that have stuck out with me from the beginning, thank you. I appreciate the love and support. I really do. And I hope you guys know that. All right, so, and happy birthday to anyone, to the Aquariuses that are on my channel. Anyone's birthday today, I want you to know happy birthday. Now let's get on to the channel messages. So, all right, I have an amazing few channel messages here, and I'm going to wheel it in. I'm going to start off. So, positive and negative polarization. So, we are polarized. We can raise our frequency or decrease our frequency. It is based on how you are controlling your faculties, your mind, emotions, your actions, you know what I mean? Things like that, okay? Mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. How are you controlling that will determine the etherical as well, right? So just be aware that you can polarize higher, raise above situations, or you can also be descending certain frequencies. So say that from 0 to 100, the Earth's vibration, and this is hypothetical, is 50. but you are at 30. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to create dis-ease because you are below the Earth's frequency. So what is happening is we're being asked to balance out, to equal, to come back to that vibration. Because see, earth, matter, and spirit are in harmony together. That's how matter is created. So we need to be here. If you want to tap into the higher stuff, you need to get past that 50 as well. I hope that's making sense. Just be aware of how polarization, okay, it's like a battery that can be recharged, right? 0 to 100 on the scale. Just I'm using this as a hypothetical because it's different. I may have to do a video about that vibrational scale, right? Right? But if that battery gets down to 30%, you then need to do some self-love to raise your energy back up. Okay? So understand that there is times for action, there is times for rest, there is times for everything. It is based on your energy field. Okay? That's why it's important to go within. Eyes Wide Shut. Um, so that's a movie with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, and they were wearing masks in that movie. It's very sexual in nature. And during my meditation, this is what I got, and I really think it's talking about overcoming the desires of the flesh, and to transmute your sexual energy. You're being asked. Some people you may be um, dealing with are having their eyes are shut. They're not stepping into their higher dimension of their being. They're not, you know what I mean? It's like they're satisfying urges. Now, I will say this is also something we went through. You went through. If this resonates, because I know it is for me, because the lower you go, the further you go down into the darkness, the higher you're going to rise into the light. And it came out in the cards. I'm going to show you guys that. Lasagna. Some of you guys could be eating lasagna. Circling back around. So for some of you, you guys are debating on going back into a situation or something like that. For some of you, you may have to circle back around. There may be something that's coming full circle. The name Jasmine or Jasmine Rice could be significant. Makeup. So somebody may want to make up, or this could be, you could be like a cosmetologist or something about makeup. Sailing on the water. Sonar waves, which I'm going to get into that because it's crazy. Sonar waves, and then Golden Gate Bridge. So the Golden Gate Bridge, the gate of the mind, right? The golden ray, which is the crown. It's the higher mind. It's transmuting this sexual energy, and it's here in the cards here. Okay, it's overcoming the lower nature and allowing the energy, that kundalini is what they call it, but that's also what is happening in the light body is also happening in the physical body. So if it's happening in your light body, it's because the light body is causing it to happen in your physical body. Okay, we have to understand that we can alter our energy, we can change our polarization in our light body, then that will actually happen in our physical body. So if you have dis-ease, this is why everything can be, and I will not say it, but I'll type it in there, because it can be with your energy. Energy can heal. It literally can, okay? The Golden Gate Bridge, it's crossing the Rainbow Bridge. So like I said, every month when the moon enters your sun sign, your body, because our body is the cosmos, we are the measure of the universe, it's within us. So what happens is the claustrum in the high mind starts producing this oil. This oil or secretion is secreted down through the pineal gland, through the pituitary. It crosses that bridge and then down into the stem and spinal cord. It will go down into your sacral chakra. If you don't burn that oil up through fermentation, sexual pleasure, what will happen is once it hits the sacral chakra, and I'm paraphrasing, it will mix with the sacred fluid that is in the sacral, and become lighter, less dense, lightness, lighthearted, less dense, right? And it will start making its ascension back up. See, it's about, wow, see, sonar waves. It's about the the energy is causing pressure so that that secretion begins, and then it's causing pressure to bring it back up. If you don't let it come back up, it can stop in the lower chakras. And most people, that's where they're at. Okay? But if you can let it go back up, it will then go back up into the higher mind, the neocortex, and it will activate dormant cells. Your consciousness will expand. And then it creates, it's called the seed that gets planted in the solar plexus. Okay, and I'm paraphrasing, so I strongly recommend checking out videos about the Christos oil and the secret secretion so you can get a better understanding. But I'm pretty sure I'm resonating with you. It's important right now to transmute, right? The snow, when it snows outside. In the Bible, they talk about manna coming from heaven. Well, if it's as within, so without. The reason why when snow happens is because in the winter it's the great rest. It's regeneration time. And why snow happens is as a reflection in what's happening in the northern hemisphere in our body. Yes, that's correct. The water pitcher that Aquarius, the card Aquarius is dumping is that oil. And why is it dumping in the water and on the earth? Because it's in the body. And what is water? Sonar waves, electricity, pulses. Okay? I hope that's making sense. Sovereign. So everybody's sovereign. This is what people don't understand. But a lot of people, in order to be sovereign, you have to fully understand your power and how we create, how we manifest. Because we're not creating anything. Everything is already there. So you don't really need to create. It's about expressing. You have to express it from within your being. And then it will manifest on the outside. Okay? Active listening. You guys, some of you may be dealing with people that you're noticing aren't active listening. They're not truly listening to what you're saying. They're just off into outer space. Now, this could be you as well. Just be aware of that. Get recentered and really truly listen to people, and not just these readings, but for spirit yourself. Okay, actively listening to your body. Daisy stuck out. Actually, I saw a daisy in my third eye when I was praying, and I had to check it out. So in Norse mythology, the daisy was known as the sacred flower for the goddess of love, beauty, and fertility. Because of this, they symbolize childbirth, motherhood, and new beginnings. They also represent hope, innocence, fertility, motherhood, fun, affection, fidelity, and stars. And the reason why stars is because the Aster family is what, and this is a Latin word, that's what it means, okay? So I'm getting that there's new beginnings that are coming. You're desiring new beginnings. I could see it in the cards already, okay? And they are. But right now you're in a respite period. You are in between this. You have been for a little while. It's because you're becoming a sovereign master of your own reality. And in order to do that, you had to be separated from people and you had to go within. All right? And you're getting ready to go into a new cycle in Aries season. We all are. But you, whoever this message is resonating with, I know for sure the old is gone. Okay? So, yes. All right. So, a gift from the stars. These sonar waves. The ocean, right? So, let me pull this up real quick here. I want to show you guys something because I found this. I was reading it because, Spirit knows how I obtain information. So, sonar is short for sound navigation and ranging. Okay. It's a technique that uses sound propagation, usually underwater, as in submarine navigation, to navigate, measure distances, communicate with, or detect objects on or under the surface of the water, such as other vessels. This is how we're all connected on the plane of inertia, by the way. We are able to feel people's energy. But when this gift from the stars are emitting frequencies. They're emitting sonar waves to us, pulses, and we are picking them up. And this is how our reality is formed, in a sense, because we're the measure of that. We are those stars. Aries, Taurus is the cerebellum, cerebrum, Sarah, Abram, the Lamb of God, cerebellum, the Taurus, and then you got Cancer, Gemini, which is the shoulders and the hands. Cancer is the upper breastplate and the upper heart. Leo, the lion heart. You see what I mean? Which is the right here. That's the water, water, electromagnetism. Okay, so that's how we're communicating with the divine, and why it's like an antenna. You have to become more sensitive to pick up those frequencies. Okay, and this is truly what I'm getting, is that you are getting blessed, because then astrologically, if you look at your clock, or I think the whole world is, wow, look at this song, Wake Up. Lucy with featuring Lucy Rose. Lucifer is light. It's phosphorus. Okay? Rose. Rose is love. And wow, and it's crazy because love is the frequency that is the ultimate frequency of creation. It is what is molding and holding everything together. Pure unconditional love. So let's just get on to the reading, you guys. So for your astrological energy, Sagittarius is at the bottom of the deck and retrograde. So during from Sagittarius season on until Pisces, that is the great winter. It's the period of rest. It is the great rest. This is when you are reviewing what has happened in the last year, over the last season of growth, right? Because you have the 4 seasons, right? So once the harvest happens, it is then going into a season of not indulging, but like using the crops and the stuff that you have obtained during that last cycle of growth, right? Then what happens is, from Sagittarius to Pisces, you are expanding your consciousness. You're essentially resting and going within and realizing what you how far you came last year in the last growth season and what you've learned. And now you're like kind of reviewing to make choices and decisions for the future. Because once Aries starts, it's a new cycle. So you're ending the cycle of this cycle of growth. Okay? And it's cool because your consciousness expanded. For a lot of you guys, you're able to see this. You're able to see how far you come. And if you're not, Spirit's telling you to look how far you really come. Because we're our own worst critics at times. Okay? If you look, I know for me, a year ago, from October 2021 to now, I am just blown away how much has changed. But I am reviewing, right, to see what else, what's next, where can I go, what do I want to do, what is for the next season, all right? So that's kind of what I'm getting. And for some of you guys, there could be a Sagittarius that wants to come back into your energy, or it could be any sign, right? There could be something about someone's consciousness is expanding, and now they may want to review something. Or this could be you as well. All right? Wow, underneath it, you do get the descent invitation, and then underneath that is Taurus, which is cultivate. So there could be some type of invitation coming here from some type of organization or something here. Maybe they want to expand with you. Okay, I'm going to read this retrograde energy because, Mercury retrograde has a bad rap when it really shouldn't. To be truthful, it's not a bad time because you are you have freedom of choice. So how you react, yeah, it can be, right? But it's dependent on you. All right. Stay tuned, guys, because there's going to be a really good video coming about what I just um, was taught from Spirit, what I was able to see. All right, retrograde. All right, 15, retrograde. Retrograde gets a bad rap, especially Mercury retrograde. But the retrograde cycle is truly a helpful and necessary time. It's nothing to worry about, just something to work with. A planet is in retrograde when it appears to reverse the direction of its journey across the sky from our perspective here on Earth. As that planet revisits its path, you get to review your life. That's kind of what I was saying, right? You're reviewing your life. You're seeing how far you've come. You're trying to figure out where you want to go next. A lot of it going inward, which is awesome. And it is aligned to the yesterday's reading. The action. Stop the normal patterns of your life and take a break. The roots of this issue are found in the past. Reconsider, revise, repair, and edit. Dig in a drawer to find an old idea to bring forth and rework it. Reconnect with old friends and previous contacts. Address some unfinished personal business. Look again and find lost items and missing information. A delay may be saving grace in this situation, so check equipment, read the fine print, and make sure that everyone is on the same page and it is safe to move forward. This is an opportunity for a do-over. You don't need to get stuck in the past. If an old problem rears its head, rather than reinscribing dysfunctional patterns, take a different approach. Before you re-engage in an old relationship, inventory your heart. Consider what needs to be different this time to make it work. Broach new territory together. If you feel called, put regular work aside and attend to a side agenda, a sole important short-term project that urgently needs every bit of wisdom you've garnered. Wow, that resonates with me today because I didn't go to a meeting. Instead, I stayed up here perfecting this video, the first part, the channeled messages, and then I came back and recorded this. So that resonates with me. So essentially, it's telling you that now you have an expanded consciousness. And in this reading, with all these cards, I can see that's what it's telling you, okay? Because you have this conflict and defeat. All right, this is in your experience in the solar plexus. So you had to first descend and to understand the matter, to understand the denser energies, so then you could rise. You had to learn the wisdom. So, like, looking at your past, let go of the guilt, the shame. Because in order to understand what happiness is or love is, you had to understand the opposite. So years ago, I was praying, oh Lord, Spirit, God, whatever, the higher power, teach me what love is. Teach me what love meant. Well, I was taught. But you know how I was taught? By the opposite of love. I was taught how to love myself by not loving myself and dealing with the consequences that came from it. So this is what you have obtained. The thing is, there is some people I'm kind of feeling, because you have this envy card here, there may be people that are envious of your vibration, that are envious of you because they don't have the abilities that you have. But the thing is, the abilities that they have the potential for them, but what they don't understand is those that travel really down far into the matter, into the heavier, denser energies, are of course going to find the gems, because diamonds are pressed where? In the dark soil. Trees, the biggest trees, have roots that go the furthest down into the darkness. That's the same thing. So I have this wisdom because I have the contrast of both. Okay? So, and you're being asked to not stop yourself from going after opportunities. Okay? Do not get in this conflicted energy, and instead get into the confidence, the radiance, because the confidence is what's going to overcome this. Okay? Using the wisdom. So a lot of people will, speak truth. They'll say what they've heard. They'll repeat it, but you'll know them by their fruits. It's not about what they say. It's about what they do. I could tell you truth a million times over, but if I'm not applying it, then I'm just repeating what I heard. It's one thing to hear, right? Those that have ears but do not hear. Those that have eyes but do not see. It's not that they don't hear or they don't see. They do. They hear and see the wisdom, but they haven't actualized it. They haven't received it because they haven't allowed it in. You know, that's that whole active listening thing. You active listen, and that's how you receive. But if you're not in tuned, you're not going to hear the tune, right? Because the tune can't come in. All right, in your overall energy, you have the throat chakra and envy, vibration, the law of vibration. This is discontent and boredom. So, uh, all is mind. So the source energy is always coming to and through us. Okay, when we get it in the crown, which is in the head. How we decide to allow that energy to flow, we have it go through the cerebellum, the torus. We cultivate based on our thoughts, meaning what our thoughts are is going to manifest into matter. It will travel down to the throat, which is the law of vibration. So electricity, vibration meets in the heart and creates magnetism. That is what draws to you. Well, this state, this discontent and boredom, is going to definitely be drawn back to you because that's a vibration. Make sense? I hope it does. What I'm getting is your energy, your vibration is, people are envious of it. It triggers, they become triggered by it because it's an overpowering. Because if on the spectrum scale, you resonate at, vibrate at the 600 and they vibrate at the 300, that is going to overpower. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So it's about focusing on your energy and your vibration. Remember, everything is out. This person's looking outside of herself, not seeing that it's already inside. So don't look outside of yourself for the treasures. Find them within, and then let them emit out. Wow, this reading's powerful, you guys. Told you, I'm tapped in because I don't know. I haven't been having sex. I have been holding that energy, and it's been truly working. Okay, in your mind space, you have the butterfly spirit and the willow spirit. It's transformation and flexibility. Okay? Wow, this song right here, Fire Demon and Fire Angel, was who was playing here. You have a choice of polarity on what you choose. And I'm going to show you guys something in my next video, so just stay tuned for that. It'll be done this week. It's going to be perfected, but it's going to be probably the best video I have ever done. Transformation all begins in the mind. What you used to think on the old patterns here in this retrograde, the review, the patterns, and the expansion of your consciousness. You're being asked to expand your mind, to transmute the energy of the lower, and to overcome the old patterns of thinking, to be flexible in your thinking as well. Do not close your mind. Do not be bull-headed, right? Cerebellum, that's the bull-headed. Abraham, that's the Lamb of God. That's the God, the mind of God, okay? And if you're in the cerebellum, the lower mind, that is going to manifest the envy in this, okay? So you're being asked to be flexible in your thinking and to show people grace, even yourself. Okay? At what measure you give will be at the same measure you receive in everything. And that's, are you emitting unforgiveness to people, then you're going to be judged by the same measure. All right? In your, like I said, you had the solar plexus. I already went over this energy and the conflict and defeat in your physical experience. In your emotional space, your heart space, you again got the solar plexus and the nurture. So this secretion energy is what I'm getting here, because what ends up happening is when that oil gets descends from the claustrum to the penile, through the bridge to the pituitary, down the stem and down through the spine, goes to the sacral chakra, okay? And it marries. That is the marriage, the divine marriage, okay? Because that is the masculine energies descending, and it's meeting the feminine energy of the sacral chakra. And then it mixes. That is the mixture of iron and clay. Okay? What happens is it will become light, because when two become one, instead of two, it's now one. So it's going to be lighter. Okay? Then it starts its ascension back up. Back up. Yes. And it stops in your solar plexus. And it sits there for 2.5 days. For 2.5 days, it becomes electrified by the fire. Okay? And then it gets up in the higher mind, and it electrifies the higher mind. Okay? That's how I'm perceiving it. I may be paraphrasing a little bit, and I'm not saying the exact scientific words, but you get what I'm saying. You got to nurture. Look, she's nurturing what side of her brain? The right side. This is about letting the feminine energy shine. Look, the song, Shine Bright. Yes. You're being asked to shine with confidence, to nurture yourself, to nurture and plant seeds and then nurture them. Okay? And also nurture your connections. And where this energy is, like she's pointing up here to the high side, it's telling you about the mind, how all begins in the mind. Okay? And look, the vibration of love. Underneath that, you got love. Yeah, this is the plane of inertia, the frequency of love. Stay tuned for that video, you guys, because I'm going to show you something amazing that stuck out to me today. Probably going to start making the video tonight, but I don't think it'll be done. All right, in your advice, you have Y, and that's on the bottom of the deck, Y. And then you have blessed. Okay. Like I said, there may be people that are very envious of you. For some reason, they're asking, why is he so blessed? But it's not that I'm blessed more than anyone else, and it's not that you are. It's because we're utilizing the wisdom that we have obtained. We don't see all our lives, you guys. So we don't know what you've done in many, many lives. But it's because of the heart. You know, in Egypt, they say that they weigh the heart. Well, every year is death. Because the earth in its cycles goes from life to death. So, yeah, we are in a perpetual cycle of life and death. And then every year the heart is weighed. Yeah, because it's the torus field. And it's always weighed. That's how creation is created. So you're blessed because you've been through it, and you're actually actualizing the wisdom that you have earned. Now, I'll read that why here after. Like I said, some people are asking, and you may be asking why certain things are happening, and I'm telling you right now, things are happening because you are creating them, okay? I also have this judged. It says judged, or judge. And then contortionist. So the judge, the affirmation here is, I am relentless in my pursuit of honesty and justice. And then in the contortionist, the affirmation is, I resist those who would have me bend to their will. Right, okay, so justice. You are, the reason why you are getting your abilities is because your heart. The reason why we get more abilities and we're able to use them, it's not that we get them, we already have them. We're expressing them because of our, because we seek justice. We are honest. But this is telling me that you are always judging yourself. You are always creating your reality based on your own judgments. What I mean by that, if something bad happens, I'll give you this perfect example. If you believe in the paradigm of duality, that there is a good side and a bad side, then you are misjudging the reality. Because there is a polarity and gender, which is the opposite of, but it is still of the same. The light is the light. So white is light, right? And the blackness, the dark, is all the colors in one. So the light is the opposite absence of color. And the black is all the colors in one. They are still the same thing. Because white, light, is still a color. But it's still in the black because it's all colors in one. I hope that makes sense. They're the yin and the yang. It's dielectricity, electricity, and magnetism. It's electromagnetism. Everything is one. So you're being asked to be flexible in your thinking here and watch the way you're thinking about certain situations. Watch the frequency that you're emitting because you are creating your reality. Okay? Yes. See, the lovers is underneath that. And this says, I attract love, abundance, success, happiness, and fulfillment. Yeah, it's just telling you exactly what I'm saying. You're always attracting to you. And wow, thank you, Spirit. Look, do you see the ripples, the fire? Do you see? I channel you guys. It's always speaking to me because I know it now. And once your awareness is there, that can't be taken away. You can never go, you can't undo something like that. It's impossible. Another affirmation you have here is awakening and faith. So actually, I'll wait for that. We're going to go on to this real quick. So I have intention and decision. So it is always your choice of thinking. That's exactly what they're saying. It's just reiterating it again. Okay? You always make the choice. You have the power of intention. So your intention is what weighs out. You may have good intentions, but make the wrong decision. So whatever your intention is, allow that attention to match the decision. Your decisions need to match the intention. And this is not just in actions, it's also in thinking. If I want to be more enlightened, if I want to be closer to the attributes of God, am I expressing love to my enemy? Am I expressing love to those that are lost, that don't see? Or am I expressing superiority, that I'm above them? See, that is not aligned to the attributes of the Creator, which is the heart. It's not, you have to truly analyze yourself, know thyself and your motives, okay? You have to make decisions that are going to match your intention. And what is your intention? And that's what you really need to understand, okay? You have to look and find within yourself what it is that you want. And that's kind of what you're in right now, is you're in that time where you are trying to figure out where you're going to go to next. The whole world is. That's the cycle that we're in. All right, let's get into the regular tarot message here. I've already shuffled, so I'm just going to do a 3 shuffle here. I hope this message is resonating with you guys. Ooh, look at this. The song called Bad Weed. See what I mean? You got to weed out those thoughts. You have to understand your power. You have to understand how this universe is working and how you are manifest or express how you're expressing, because how you express is how it will expressly come to you. Right? Express. Do you see it? Everything, the words, everything is synchronistic, man. It's all syncretism. It's all there. So you need to express from where? From the X. The X, the heart, the cross. You express. All right, Spirit, show the collective what they need to see. All right. You always have a choice. You are the creator. This guy has the world in his hand, yes, because he creates his reality. But you need to understand how you are creating. That's what it is. You have the power of choice. You don't have free will in the sense that you can't just, I guess, you're not the cosmic wheel, the energies, okay? You have freedom of choice, not will. Well, yes, it is will, I guess, because Not all people have freedom of will because they don't understand consciously how they're creating. But this is, you have that key. It's now about you choosing to actualize it by using the wisdom that you have obtained. Eight of Wands. Whoa. The Sun. The Sun. Wow, the song. Whoa, the Sun. Let it burn in your chest. That's what you just heard. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The High Priestess. The Page of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles. Hold on. They want me. All right. I'm just told to get 2 more cards. So hold on. I normally only do 7, but for some reason they want 2 more cards. Wow. The Star. Wow, there it is. And the 5 of Cups in reverse. Wow, okay. So, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Swords. What's underneath that? Ace of Wands. So, you're going from this to that. You're getting the boomstick because you're learning stuff, and now you're becoming, you're having an awakening, and underneath that is expansiveness. So yeah, your consciousness is expanding. Okay. So what I'm getting here is a lot of messages could be coming in from the Son of God, the Ra, the light, right? You're getting illuminated. A lot of downloads are happening at this time. If that is not for you, then it's somebody here may want to send a message to you. Okay? It could be a Leo that wants to communicate with you. Regardless, your radiation is what I'm getting. This is electromagnetism. Your vibration, you're magnetic right now, and it's being sent out, drawing things quickly towards you. It is from within the lion heart, the son of creation. That's why the mind, the solar plexus, and the heart are all working together, because the mind, heart, and gut is what creates your reality. While you are becoming more magnetic. All right? Now, it's like I feel that you're instead of, you may have disconnected from someone here, but this is what I'm getting here is this envy and discontent energy is like telling me that you may not be happy with what you have, and it's because you're not using the wisdom that you're obtaining. That's what it is. And that's at those, this could be, I feel like this is somebody you're dealing with. They're hearing things, but then they're not applying it. And that's why it's not manifesting in their reality. This could be, yeah, like they're feeling lonely, singing lonely. See what I mean? And it also could be you talking about you not happy with what you have in the material, but it's because you're not utilizing this truth here. But for most of you, I feel like there's somebody else on the outside of your energy, all right, that is looking in and wanting to communicate, but you may have disconnected with them due to their arrogance. Let's put it that way. So this Page of Pentacles and this Seven of Wands, yeah, so I do feel like that. That's what it is. Somebody may wanted to like give you some type of like, childish offer or something, and you were not having it. I feel like it's talking about their childish behaviors you were guarded against because you're trying to ascend and they're stuck in the lower. That's what this is, and that's how I feel, okay? But, this is also telling you to make that movement forward. Like, progress forward is progress. It's not about perfection, it's about progression. So you have to plant seeds. A little seed will eventually become a big seed, all right? I do feel that you are coming, everything is coming back into balance for you, okay? And that's because you're shining like a star. This is like the secretion, the oil. This is the seven virtues here, okay? That's what I feel. This star right here is you're letting that rise back up into the higher mind. And this is causing a balance. Things are coming back into balance, and you are walking away from the shadow. And you know what I mean? Could also be somebody wants to bring something into balance with you because you've walked away, okay? You may not see this, but there is some of you guys don't understand how powerful you are. This could be this or this person or you don't understand that you are the magician and you have this wand. Whether you're consciously aware of it or unconscious, the truth is you are manifesting your reality based on your repetitive thought pattern. If this is how you are, if this is you, you're going to bring that into your experience because you are independently creating your reality, and what you give your energy and time to is what you will get back to you. Okay, that's what this is saying here, because it's always a match and there's always a choice. You can choose fulfillment, right? You can choose fulfillment regardless. The trumpet is sounding, the vibration, the magnetism is always sounding because you are the magician. All right, that's the truth. Now let's do the advice here, and we're going to end this reading. We'll do Y first, which is number 31. That's number 4. The number 4 is important right now because you have 4 brains, 4 minds, right? You have the cerebrum, the cerebellum, the animal mind, and then the mind in the gut. And it's bringing all those into harmony. Why? The essential meanings: motives, driving intention, the power of knowing the why. And there's that thing right here. What is your motives? That's exactly what I said. The Oracle's message: there is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. It is reiterating, you guys, I can't make this up. This is a powerful message. I hope you are stayed to watch the whole reading, because many of you guys miss so much. A lot of people don't watch the whole readings and they miss so much, and it's on them. It is what it is. Those that are meant to will hear it. Blessed is the next one, which is number 22. Again, 4. Do you see it? 4. Let's read what 4 is here in my notes. Structure, foundation, realization, stable, situations, and planning. Okay, you're looking at the past to make your decisions in the future. Okay, yes, you want to learn from your mistakes, but are you learning if you're making the same choices? Think about it. All right, blessed. The essential meaning: something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. See? A gift from Spirit. Didn't I say it in the channel messages? I'm pretty sure I did. You may not see the cosmic wheel that's happening and how the energies are coming in, but they're coming in. The Oracle's message: there are moments in life when, out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. Now, I don't entirely agree with what her perspective is, because yes and no, because what she's saying is, yeah, you don't see what's happening in the etherical. You're not able to see what happened in your past life. You're not able to see the energies that are coming, and some can, and some will be able to tap more into those abilities, but it's happening behind the scenes. But there is a reason. There's no coincidence. There's something that caused, because the law of cause and effect. Okay, so but the thing is, we don't always see the cause, because it doesn't happen automatically, right? If I was to go steal from somebody today, doesn't mean I'm going to be stolen from immediately too, right? Okay, so that's what this is saying. But how can you manifest or express? How can you make sure you get what you desire, or to be in the comfort that you're looking for? It's simple. Listening to your conscience and making choices. Your motives. Checking your motives and listening to them. Right? Listening to your, not listening to them, but checking them, and then making sure they're aligned to the attributes. Aligned to where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do. Okay? Let's read this intention card, and then I'll read the decision. I know these are long readings, you guys, but they're so beneficial. Like, especially right now, I'm telling you, I'm tapped in. This is a great time for private reading, by the way. I mean that. All right, intention. The process of achieving your desires begin with intention. Setting an intention is an expression of your needs. Whether you want to create more income, better relationships, to become more spiritually attuned, or be more loving, all of your dreams and desires begin with intention. Intention plants the seeds of manifestation that bring your wishes to life. This spark in your awareness can pertain to your health, your feelings, as well as material desires. Your intentions will grow and thrive when you are actively mindful of them. An intention is more energized when it comes from your inner knowing, and is for your highest and best good. Worry or a feeling of lack will keep the very thing you long for at a distance. Stay calm and release your doubts, as well as the doubts of others. Once you have set an intention, allow the power of the universe, God, or whether you deem a higher power, to begin fulfilling your desire. Trust that the vast wisdom of the universe can orchestrate the delivery of your desire. You are not in charge of how your wish will come to completion. It will happen at the perfect time in the ideal manner. Set your intentions, and opportunities will arise that have the potential to become your new reality, rather than just a passing thought. A beautiful woman rides atop a shell over an expansive landscape. Her gaze is captured by the light of the morning star. Far below her are mountain ranges, rivers, lakes, and trees. Inside of the shell is an image of a lake with a girl in a boat. A woman rides a unicorn in the shallows, and a man leads them from the water. The water in the shell is related to fragile emotions that may be housed within you. The star in the picture is about making a wish. Just as you blow out candles and make a wish on your birthday, take a moment now and wish for something you would like to bring to fruition. The affirmation: I am grateful for my awareness of my heart's desires, and set intentions with those desires in mind. So the heart is the torus field. It's a plane of inertia. And what you're emitting from your heart and your mind is what's going to be created, okay? And look, this song right here is Woke Up in Love. It's love. Love is the vibration of creation. And if you look on the scale, love is at 500. Yes, the fifth chakra, vibration. Okay? 26, decision, which is going to be in part of my next video, you guys. It's great video coming. Great learning stuff coming here. All right, decision. Making decisions is not always easy. At times you may feel paralyzed by fear of making a wrong assessment. You may find you go over your options and make lists instead of falling asleep at night. Not committing to the clear path is also a choice. For help with decision making, you might pretend you are helping a friend with a similar plight to the one you are tackling. What type of questions would you ask them? What are some of the risks you would counsel them about? When you suggest your friend go with a safer choice, this exercise can be helpful as it takes you outside your emotions so you can weigh your options more objectively. You might also challenge yourself not to replicate the choices of the past. You may be prone to making similar decisions. However, something familiar that worked in the past might not be what is best for you now. We can repeat patterns and choices even when they don't even when they do not make us happy or fulfilled. Try pushing yourself outside your comfort zone and choose something completely different. If you are choosing between two options you are familiar with, and add a third possibility to widen your options. Don't believe that you have no alternatives. There are plenty of options. The final decision is yours to make. Do so with gratitude, knowing there is so much out there for you. The image here has three different scenes. One scene is a river passing through a lush green valley where a lone woman sits on the riverbank looking outward. A mountain range can be seen in the distance. The second scene is of wildflowers near forest and path. At the end of the path is a pair of deer. The final scene is a boat crossing a body of water. In the distance, you can see another boat resting in the water. The energy of each of these scenes is very different, and they have specific attributes. The mountain range may be the element of air or mental. Deer may be a reminder to quiet your inner critic. The forest may be earth or physicality, and the lake may be water or emotion. Base a decision on how you feel emotionally, what you think, and how it feels in your body. Which of these scenes calls to you? Affirmation: I make wise decisions. Thankful for all my options. There it is, making wise decisions, right? And underneath that, you have this memories card. And then underneath that, contemplation, right? So, yes, I see, like the past happened. Yes, those things did happen. But you are expanded consciousness now. So, you or somebody may be looking at things and making choices way too based on the past, not understanding that you're different. And the reason is, I'm feeling that somebody here is lacking faith in themselves and it's being projected out, okay? Have faith because you are going through an awakening. This is your final affirmations here. And faith. Awakening says, "O my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense." And then faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. Love is the vibration of creation. It is what holds everything together. It is what brings you into your desired reality. This is what I got for you guys. I hope it resonates. Please let me know if it does. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. You could join me on TikTok in the description box, and you also can join me at our Facebook group. I'd love to have you guys there. If you could do me a favor and just go and follow the channel to help promote, that would be greatly appreciated, you guys. If you'd like to donate, there's options to do so in the description box. And lastly, if you'd like to book a session with Spirit and I, one-on-one, go ahead and email me, you guys. It's a good time. Like, I'm really tapped in. My consciousness has expanded, okay? So I'm in the higher mind. I mean, I've always been tapped in and been able to do it, but I just feel in my element right now. So let me know. Email me. It's in the description box. But you guys, if we part ways here, which we're going to, and I don't hear from you or anything, and this is the last time you ever watch my videos, whatever may be the case, just know that I truly believe in you, that you are one with the Creator, that you are in control of your reality, okay? Let go of the past and let the present create your future. From my sacred heart to your sacred heart, I am sending you so much love. Namaste.